to the subject. So welcome, guys. First of all, I think like how the way we works, like each one of you, if you want, like can present yourself, tell background what you're doing in the project, then like just explain the project in general. And then we come up with some question, and if like the agents have more specific question, don't forget agent, like we have the thread in Discord where you can ask the question, and I'll read those for our guests. So I don't know who wants to start with the presentation.
Yeah, for sure. Super, do you want to get us started off here, please?
Sure. Is what we're talking about at the minute? Just how do you
Just
want
a
to go into it?
Yeah, just a general introduction about you and about your art and kind of your inspirations. If you wanted to get us rolling here, please.
Okay, cool. So my name is Super, and the artist name Colorsuper. I've been doing art for the last 10 years. I've been exploring different mediums, and for those 10 years, I started off doing illustration on Tumblr. Moved into streetwear for a period of time, around 6 or 7 years, and found it quite difficult. Uh, as finding it really difficult doing the streetwear, I transitioned out of that into swimwear and now have a bikini brand called Colorsuper, which is on Instagram at Colorsuper. You can see like all of my art and swimwear and fashion and NFTs all on at Colorsuper Instagram. And whilst doing all of the bikinis,
You
I've
have
always
some nice
maintained,
model on your Instagram, guys. If you want to go there, let's go.
yeah, if you want to go there and check out the girls, they're there. Um, but yeah, during all of that, I've always maintained like a high interest in creativity. So I've been working on just different collections of art before any NFTs were really around, and just sort of doing it just for the fun of it. So I've got like just whole banks of art on my computer. And about 6 or 7 months ago, I was introduced to the space uh, by Calvin, who runs Purebase, and he just basically told me to come along and maybe start introducing my work to the space. However, at the time when I was looking from the outside in, I kind of thought that all of the art, just to be blunt, was kind of shit because I just thought it was just like really not well done. I just thought it was just like developers just creating stuff because those are the only people that could like do stuff at the time. And I thought I'll go do my own style, which was the Enzos and the Supers. And I spent like a little bit of time on the anime art and kept it a little bit risky because and no one was sort of doing sort of topless nude art as well. So I wanted it to sort of stand out a little bit.
Yep.
And I struggled with it for about 4 or 5 months. No one really. I had a few people buying it, but I was more or less just struggling with it because everyone was still into the minting and profile pic buying. So I did all mine soft mints, so no mint, and I just did that for the reason where as I kind of wanted to build a foundation of people that were interested in the art foremost rather than buying any kind of like hypey mint roadmappy type project. And then fast forward maybe like a month or two, I decided to switch it up, and I started to realize that the profile pic thing wasn't going to go away, and Twitter was like incorporating like all of the hexagon for reward, to show off like the profile pic theme. So I thought, and the people that I accumulated along the way, they were like telling me that I should probably build a profile pic mint, and they were interested in such a thing. So that is why I decided to design the mini supers, and just by chance, after like designing the mini supers, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks into designing it, just by chance, like a couple of people came along and leaked my work to different places,
Yeah.
and they all just turned up and started buying up all the old collections, and now we're here today.
That's amazing. A good job on that. So we talk about like the Purebase studio. Anyone can have a word on that to explain to our people?
Yeah, definitely. I could go ahead and answer this one. So, a Purebase Studio and Lucky Zeros was their Genesis, their first collection. And so they set out is December, late December is kind of when they officially minted. And basically, the roadmap and the mission of Lucky Zeros and Purebase is that Purebase is setting out to kind of create a platform for celebrities, businesses, brands to enter into the NFT space, as well as like kind of educate them on the possibilities with like Web3 technology and what you can do inside of the blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much they're just like a platform to help those people enter in, and they take care of a lot of the technical aspects. So they can really just focus on, their businesses, their brands, or like in Colorsuper sense, just Colorsuper's an artist and he doesn't have to worry about like the technical stuff so much.
Yeah, just like focusing on his art.
Yeah, definitely. So it takes a lot of like the pressures or like the lack of knowledge, because not everyone's tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, Lucky Sonic, our dev, to be able to know how to like integrate and operate in the Web3 space.
Yeah, so basically having the right people at the right spot to make the work efficient.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
absolutely.
And that's also how we work here in the syndicates. It's better like to split task and have good results based on that. And the other, who are you guys? I see Bouillon, like Box and
Yeah, I mean, I can go as well. I feel like for a lot of us, it all started with Lucky Zeros and Purebase Studio. All of us, we come from that let's say project. We all kind of have a role. For me, yeah, I was just part of the community, just a member.
mm-hmm.
But then Calvin, because he's such a clever dude, he handpicked most of us, including myself. And then my role changed from being the moderator to the one who's been creating servers.
All right.
So, for instance, it was really funny because with Super, he had his server for quite a while, but there were only like 200, 300 people there. And knowing that Purebase was going to be incubating a lot of projects throughout the year, starting with the mini supers, Calvin, he's the one who told me, I think Colorsuper might need your help. And it's funny though, because Super being super focused in his art, he didn't really focus on a lot on, like the security issues regarding Discord
Yep.
and Discord management and stuff. So he was just thinking like, oh, why would you send a guy just to put, like fucking emojis and stuff? But it was just a little bit more than that. And in literally like 24 hours, we jumped from 200, 300 people to 3,000 people.
Yeah, the snowball effect of
Because
Discord.
because yeah, people started to talk about Super, his past collections. He's been followed by Gary V and FaceBank, so people were like, "Holy shit! Like this is big." So during those 24 hours, when I went to the server and I was, like going through all of the security measures and stuff, yeah, it was quite intense, quite hectic. So my role kind of changed with Purebase, Loggy Zeros, the mini supers, and sort of like everything related to Purebase. So it's interesting because every single one of us, we have a particular role and we complement each other pretty well. And so yeah, so we jump from Lucky Zeros to mini supers, and we're just gonna keep on doing that with everything related to Purebase. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
That's awesome. Question I had, like right now you don't have any website for suppers and like white paper. Like, what's the end goal with the PFP project? Like, are you like trying to bring some utilities to that, or it's just gonna be a PFP right from the start? So, like, what's the plan?
Yeah, there is a called minisupers.io that went up the other day. And as for the roadmap, you got it right. Yeah, there is no roadmap. This isn't really a project. This is more a collection of art that you're more than welcome to invest in, or not even invest in, just collect if you are interested in the art. I've spent a lot of time on the art. This isn't like a fucking donkey with a hat on type.
Yeah, like for a
Different-
piece,
Yeah.
how like in hours, how long are we talking for like one piece?
For one, I mean, for an accessory can take anywhere up to like 2.5 hours just for an accessory.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've spent probably close to like 900 hours on it now. I don't even know how many hours. Like, it's a lot of hours I've spent on it. And I've been just in my VC doing it and sort of collaborating with my community, like asking the community to sort of give their ideas for different traits. And right at the beginning of the project, I was, putting out tweets saying, what's your ideal trait? Because the hair accessories have like a plethora of different traits that you might want to see, like, pizza and Rubik's cubes and little birds and nests and lava lamps, and quite a lot of these were suggested by the community, and I'd like to do those for them so that they could see those things appear in the collection. And a lot of them were things I enjoyed liking anyway, and I tended to sort of sway towards the things that were quite popular and timeless traits. And as far as the aesthetic as well, I picked an aesthetic like bright and colorful, topic, anime,
Yep.
a sort of vibe being cuteness, and an ethos, which is art. So, as I said, I've been doing art for around 12, 15 years, 10 years professionally, painting, doing all this shit. Like the roadmap, that's the kind of shit that I've already done in the past, is like what people put in a roadmap for going forward. So I've already completed like the roadmap. I've already done like the brand and everything. So that's all possible. And the last thing I want to do moving forward is like, I want people to focus on what I've done right now, because I've put a lot of time into it. So instead of like wondering what's coming next, just relax and enjoy the show, what's going on like here right now. Yeah, like as far as like, again, on the roadmap side of things, I don't like to say like, I can literally right now, for instance, put a shitload of bullet points and tell you all, I'm going to do this by March, I'm going to do this by July, I'm going to do this by fucking December. And, all that shit might not be relevant by those dates by the time you get there, because the space is moving so diversely, like just so fast.
You never know what's going to happen tomorrow in this
Exactly.
place.
Different metas are happening every 2 seconds. I mean, it was the metaverse the other day. Now I don't know what the fuck it is now. Like, I don't even know. But I'm just keeping as flexible as possible with it, and that's the best way to produce my art, because all of the stuff that I've put out so far has been super flexible, and the way that I've transitioned from streetwear to bikinis to NFTs, that was flexible. So that's allowed me to be nimble. And if I had sort of put a roadmap with my first ever collection, say like my first collection came out and everyone started to say, what's the roadmap for the collection? And I buckled and told them all a roadmap, I'd be stuck, you know what I mean? Creating the same old shit for the old project that I've already like done. And that's not to say I'm neglecting that old project. It all sort of intertwines with each other, and it all has like cohesiveness, except I'd like to be able to like create new things as an artist to keep everyone interested, rather than just say, here's the mini supers, and the next thing is the mini super fucking augmented reality head, or the mini super fucking t-shirt for the metaverse, or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna like keep it interesting.
And you talk about like the drawing process, so you were in voice chat with the community, but in general, where do you find your inspiration?
My inspiration comes from fucking everywhere. It doesn't necessarily come from like at the very beginning, like when I first started drawing. It was like, well, the first thing, it used to be like my auntie and uncle. They drew like a couple of sketches, and that got me into like art in general when I was like very, very young.
Okay.
And then when I sort of got to like my late teenage years, like 20s, I was into Cools, and like just loved his aesthetic and loved how clean his art was, and loved like all the lines that he would do. So he's probably the one that made me think, oh, I really want to be like a fucking artist now, like a really, really good artist one day. But obviously, like to get to that level is just crazy hard. So I set up with streetwear. Sorry, what was the question? Just more inspirations. Well, the inspirations for the mini supers
Yep.
was like kind of like Japan. There's a place called Harajuku where they have like all these Harajuku girls, and they have like loads of like crazy accessories in their hair, and like everyone's super vibrant and colorful over there. But when I started drawing them, I didn't even know like that was the case. I kind of like hindsight realized that. At the time, I didn't even know that was how I was doing it when I drew it. Half the time when I draw something, I don't know where the inspiration's coming from. It's obviously just compounded like thoughts from the past.
Yep. Okay, I feel like there's a trait I really like you did. It's the vitiligo one, like the skin-based pigmentation. That's super
Yep.
awesome. Like to see those kind of thing in the space.
There's 4 different versions of that as well. So one of them, obviously, if you get one of them, they might not be the same as the other one. So
Yeah, I saw like there's some different like color
variations.
spots. Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you maybe have like some sneak peeks that you didn't post in the Discord here for our agent that you can post and share with us?
In this chat here, like another sneak peek or just a random sneak peek.
Yep. Like there's like the Colorsuper thread you can join, or if you don't find it in the No Mic channel.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look while you think of something else to say.
And I also saw that you were doing wallpaper for phones. They looked amazing, but any chances like there's one with a black background?
Black background.
Yeah, because like I put everything in dark mode, and all my white paper.
Well, if you're lucky, you'll get the one of one, and that's the only one with a black background at the minute.
All right, so just one.
There's one. Which chat do I got to post something in?
You can post it in the No Mic, like in the boardroom voice chat. There's No Mic just on top of the AMA. There's a channel called No Mic. I'm gonna ping you. Oh, wait, super.
That's it.
Do any of the agents have question about the project, the art? Like you can come to the stage or write those down.
I think maybe Doggin, you can go through our mint price. When are we gonna mint?
Yeah, for sure. So right now we are using pre-mint to collect wallets. So if you have the whitelist rule, definitely go get that set up. By the 19th is going to be at some point during that is going to be our cutoff. So a little bit about the mint is the collection size is going to be 6969.
Yeah.
And of course, to top that off, we have to have a mint price of 0.069. So yeah, mint will be on the 21st, and we're just super excited. I personally can't wait till reveal because I have a couple that I've legitimately fallen in love with and have like posted on Twitter. So now, I'm gonna be coming hunting for those once I see them.
Chasing them. How many? Like it's gonna be like one per whitelist per transaction, right?
Yeah, correct. So, unless you have one of Colorsuper's previous collections, any one of his smaller collections, you will be able to mint 2 for the presale. With just the regular whitelist roll, we're doing it 1 per wallet.
All right, cool. And just to be sure, so people who won the whitelist, they need to go on the Discord and set up the wallet there. Again.
Yep, correct.
Okay.
If you check the official announcements, we have information there regarding how you can submit your wallet with pre-mint.
All right, we're gonna post a reminder because yesterday with the Martian Premier League, we had to do that, but a lot of us forgot because there was some kind of miscommunication. So right now, I prefer to be sure of the process, so no one's get biased or leased, and everyone.
Yeah, I can give you the link so you can post it here, so you can remind your community to submit the deeds with pre-mint. Yep, for sure. And on that note, you can also mint one if you own a Lucky Zero. And that's sort of like the key that we don't lock anything that's going to be related to Purebase Studio. So if you hold one of the Lucky Zeros, one of the Genesis collection, you're going to be able to mint one mini super. But also all the projects that will be incubated, you're going to have immediate whitelist.
That's amazing. So let's say I have like 3 Lucky Zero. I can just have like 3 mini super.
No, it's just one.
Okay,
Because
just
I mean,
one.
I hold 17 Lucky Zeros. It would be fantastic if I could mint 17 mini supers, but no.
Just to be sure. All right.
That's all right.
Yeah, I think we're pretty like the project is pretty straightforward. Like super cool art. Super is focusing on that, and you just want people to enjoy the art, and they'll catch the train for the future. Are you like completely done with the collection right now, or are you still working on some last minute trades?
Yeah, I'm actually working on it right this minute as we speak. Yeah, I'm always just tidying stuff up. Like I said, this is a part of my portfolio, like a very big piece of my portfolio. So I really do care how it comes across, how it looks, and if it's done correctly. And I want it to look good, and I want to be proud of it. So I'm trying to put out the best I can do, and hopefully it all goes well.
That's what we wish you. All right, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that if anyone has any questions, like by any means, anything beginning to end, A through Z, don't be afraid to like ask us, you know. One of the main things that we're doing is like we want to come out and like build connections and like really let people understand and ask the questions that are important to know, you know, in a project. I think that's something that's kind of like lacking in the space is just like transparency, access to information, and being able to just connect with like founders and artists of projects.
That's true. I have one popping in my mind. Like any chance by like in the future by owning like one of the NFT of your collection, you can get like I don't know discount or like on the bikini you have like linking those both business together.
There might be, but I don't know. To be honest, right now it's too early to say.
Okay.
But obviously, the earlier collections, like, well, if I ever decide to create like a bigger mint again, they will obviously allow you to whitelist into those, like most definitely the same way that they have allowed you to do into this project.
All right. Everyone is shy and, and silent today. There's no question. I think you guys made your point clear. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna make a last call for question, but I think we can then let you free and let Super work on the last details and.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we appreciate your time. Thank you for having us here. Yeah, we're looking forward. We're so bloody excited. We've been waiting for this for quite a while, and finally, Super will be able to sleep properly.
I can min just right after the min because in the space it never stops. Sleep is overrated.
Yeah. But yeah, he really needs to get some proper rest. We'll take care of the rest. But yeah, thanks, mate. Much appreciated.
Anytime. So yeah, I guess this one will close it up. So thank you guys for being here, and I guess we'll see you around in the DMs and in your Discord. And good luck on the mint this next Monday.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And if you guys need anything or have any questions at all, feel free to like ping us in the Discord. You could shoot me a friend request, like whatever we can help with. You know, that's what we're here for. That's what we're all about. So
Yeah, exactly right. Come to the server. If you want to see Super do his magic, like just go to our server, hop on VC, and yeah, pretty much vibe with the community. You're gonna get to know him on a personal level. It's just like
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's a cool process, like doing, like working in the voice chat and sharing the work. And here we have like
Yeah.
Sogi asking, "Do you need an extra photographer?" Are you referring to the bikini model, Sogi?
I'd have more money in the real world if I answered that question yes than all of the NFTs combined. The amount of times I've answered that. But at the moment, I'm good for photographers for the bikinis. Thank you very much.
yeah, I think if there was a filling or an opening, that I would assume I'd be the first one on the list, right, Super?
I mean, I think you probably were the first to ask. So yeah, I guess you're up there.
Hey, perfect. And then we got MC Slither here, who is wanting to help out as well. So perfect.
Okay. Why don't we all just go along?
All right, guys, I think we can wrap it up on those like nice ending sentences. So thank you again for being here, and I
No,
guess
thanks for having us.
we'll see
Thanks for
you.
having us, mate.
It's a pleasure.
Pleasure is all ours. Thanks, mate.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.